Hello, my name is Carrie Coonan, and it is a pleasure to introduce myself as the principal of Raynor Country Day School. I've been a member of the Raynor family for more than 25 years, and I've had the distinct pleasure of having my own 3 children experience all that Raynor Country Day School has to offer. We get to welcome you to the 2022-2023 school year with this open house presentation. The following video package will share highlights of your child's classroom experience here at Raynor. We also hope it will introduce you as a parent to the routines and responsibilities that your child experiences every day. Here at Raynor Country Day School, we believe in providing your child with academics for their mind, athletics for their body, and arts for their soul, with an overwhelming priority to help develop their inner character and allow them to go out into the community and learn to be a servant leader. I know that you are certain to enjoy the presentations provided by our very talented Raynor Country Day School staff members. And also, I know that you will call on me if I can be assistance to you or your family in any way as we move through this new school year together. Enjoy this digital presentation.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
Welcome to the Pre-K1 Open House digital content. Doreen and I have sent home this packet in everyone's agenda. So if you don't have that out, I would suggest you have it while we talk, because it'll just breeze along and kind of flow. You'll be able to see in more detail each item as we speak about it. So I think so far everyone's done a great job of making some kind of contact with us digitally, texting us in our group text, and checking our Google Classroom. The group text is super important because it's both of us, and it just makes sure that you get text back either by one of us. If I'm not around, Doreen will text back. If Doreen's, listen, be honest, it's mostly Doreen that texts you back right away because she's just good like that. But I like to have it together. That way, later on, if I see it, I know what happened and I can chime in. So definitely texting us. The second thing is the Google Classroom. I think everybody is logged on there. If you're not logging on daily, I can't stress it enough that you are missing out. Doreen and I kind of, not to toot our own horn, but we take pride in the fact that we post videos and we post pictures because we want you to see what's going on in our class on a daily basis.
And just to kind of mimic what Jenny just said, that's probably one of the best things that came out of COVID, us doing the Google Classroom. Yeah. It's just a far better way for you to really see what goes on in a day here.
Doreen and I, in our classroom, do our letters thematically, according to what we're learning about.
So you'll see letter S was the first letter we started with. I'm sure you're like, that's not the letter that I remember the alphabet starting with, but it's the alphabet that we start with in pre-K1.
We felt September, s'mores, camping, doesn't start with S, but that whole unit just lent itself to starting with S. So we'll introduce that in the beginning of the week by reading the book that I put in the Google Classroom by Jane Moncure that has a lot of words beginning with S. Then go ahead.
Which is followed then by a video, which you should have seen in the Google Classroom. So we'll do that with each letter we complete as the year goes on.
It's just a chance for us to really zoom in on that letter, while we're talking about September, while we're talking about, anything that begins with S that week, we make sure we slow it down and enunciate the beginning sound. And Doreen and I have done that, since we started teaching together, and we just found that for us, that's the best way. Then at the end of the week, on Friday, everyone will get their composition book. It's their writing journal that has been individualized to their specific level, where they either trace, write, or copy the letter of the week. This week it would be the S, and then their first and last name. As you've seen on the Google Classroom, each day we start our morning off with calendar. After your child gets here, they do some centers on the carpet. At around 9:30, after everyone's gone to the bathroom, we clean up, we sit on the carpet, and we have our first calendar of the day. That includes the months, the day of the week, counting to what number day we're up to,
What season we're in, the Pledge of Allegiance. We did actually post videos, little snippets of the pledge. It would have been that first week of school, I believe, along with us counting the calendar as well.
So we do that every day. And honestly, since we've only been here, what is it, 3 weeks now almost? Right. They're already improving. They're knowing our months of the year song, to sing it slow and figure out what month comes next. Same with days of the week, counting. So it's already working. Pledge we're working on. That's a lot of words, but that we're practicing every day. After we do our calendar, everyone will have a snack. The snack that we eat in the morning is a snack that comes from the lunch bag, so something that you provide. Everybody gets their lunch boxes out, brings them to their desk, and they eat a snack. Now, in the beginning of the year, that first week, it was reminding them to not eat their sandwich at snack time, reminding them not to put a drink that's open back in their lunchbox.
Reminding them to pick maybe the goldfish instead of the cookies for morning snack.
And then on a side note, while we're talking about snack, if you pack items that could be choking hazards, please make sure to cut them lengthwise. So grapes, carrots, tomatoes, any of those kind of round things, please make sure you're cutting them. It would just make our lives a lot easier. After snack time, we go to our first special of the day. Specials could be art, music, gym, Spanish, or library.
Which I go to with your child.
So Doreen travels with anywhere they go, except the only time that Doreen is not with them is during their lunch and recess. That's my turn.
That's my break
She
time.
gets a break turn.
That's my one break time. That's all right. Okay.
I was just talking with Miss Doreen today, actually. I felt like maybe I'd like to give you guys a better glimpse into what they're doing in all those specials. So we're going to work on taking some pictures or video of things that are happening in there, what song they're singing. I think we did a song once or a picture.
And maybe from gym class as well.
Yeah, but art, they've done so many things, but the art teacher's hanging them up in the room. So I think we're going to take some of those pictures and so that you can see what kind of things go on there.
And just make sure to check their videos out as well. There should be links posted, so you'll be able to see. They might have pictures, they might have little videos as well.
Each special teacher, made their own open house video, just like we're doing. Okay. So after they get back from their special, that's our recess and lunchtime. And then usually that next following period will be an academic time. In the morning, we'll do some kind of mini lesson during calendar. And then in the afternoon, we have a nice block of time that we'll get our core subjects in. Those subjects, just because we're in pre-K, doesn't mean we're not doing them. Math, ELA, science, social studies, we do them all in pre-K, just age appropriately. For more information on specific, I don't want to sit here and just read this packet to you, but you can see exactly what kind of units we do in each of those areas in this packet. We also, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, and like Jenny said in the beginning of the video, you see us in the morning, you see us in the afternoon. Please, if you ever have any questions, just come on over and chat with us. I mean, that's why we're here. And we like the open and honest communication with our parents. We always have. So just any questions, no matter how small you think they are,
talk to us.
Absolutely.
Something that we love to do in here is sensory play. And we did some of this last week. You guys saw that sand. We got those nice trays as a gift from our Amazon list.
Which would be a great time just to thank all of you parents. I mean, you have been so generous.
It's like you
got everything off of our list.
I know.
And add more things to our list.
You really did.
We can't thank you enough. We appreciate it, and we will use it. So thank you.
Thank you. But we do those things in those trays: sand, water beads, model magic, real snow, fake snow, all sorts of things. We love to do. So thank you so much. All right, that's it.
And we hope you've enjoyed your time with us this evening.
Like I said, go through this packet. It really has some in-depth information about those, different things that we do in each subject area, to the themes that we do. If you ever have any questions, like Doreen said, please let us know. Also, we love parents to come in our room, especially following COVID where no one was allowed inside. It's so nice to be able to invite you back in. That could be reading a book, doing a project, small project, nothing crazy, lots of.
Don't try to outdo me in the project department.
Listen, holiday time is Miss Doreen's favorite time, so get ready for cute crafts, holiday projects. If anyone wants to come in and share a tradition that they celebrate, anything, we would love to have you. Like I said at Meet the Teacher, just that morning drop off for us was it was a little scary. We didn't know what was going to happen with kids getting sad or being upset, but we are far past that now already.
And you've all respected that
right.
so much, and we really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I think we're seeing the silver lining here. So I think now what we're trying to say is feel free to chat with us a little bit longer in the morning.
Right.
I mean, we're not going crazy. We do have to start our day.
Right.
But that would be a great time to reach out.
Yeah. And like I said, maybe come in a little early one day instead of picking up right at 2:30. Come in at 2. Read a quick story, and then you can take your kid at the end of the day and go. But we'd love to have you. We are always around. We love, you to come in and see what we're doing. And we hope you guys are, enjoying what we're doing. We've been teaching together for a long time. We love to have fun. We love to, get to know your kids. And now that we've gotten over that beginning hump, we're starting to really, see their true personalities and having laughs with them and
know who they are,
right, and what their look means,
going.
right?
Exactly.
If they're looking and saying like, we're like, no, that's not what you mean. We can know them now.
And they're figuring out our looks as well. Like,
that is the most important.
Are they being serious?
Right.
That's always the hard part.
We have a really cute group going on. We have 2 new students that are starting shortly too. So we're just excited about the year and to, do as much as we can. And we love having parents, involved in that too. So make sure you take some time, if you can, to come on in. We'd love to have you.
And thank you again for such a great start to the year. And
thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Have a great night.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Pre-K2 open house. I'm Miss Susan.
And I'm Miss Marie. And this is our 18th year working together in the same Pre-K2 class. And we have a great working relationship. We get along really well. We love teaching Pre-K2. And we have a lot of things in common. In fact, we end up finishing each other's sentences.
We wear the same thing each day sometimes.
Sometimes the kids say we look alike. They can't tell us apart. So your kids are going to have a great year with us, and we hope to have a great year with them.
We've had a great start to our year so far. As you know, parents are coming into the classroom in the morning, dropping off, which is so nice to see. I hope you're enjoying the look of our classroom as well. We have started a morning routine with your kids already. They are unpacking their backpacks and putting their water bottles on the table. They are taking their folders out and putting it in the mailboxes, putting their backpacks in their crates. And then it's their choice. They get to go onto the carpet and do something on the carpet. There's usually a morning activity at the table. We do that for the first 15 or 20 minutes. And by the end of that, most kids have arrived. And the kids have finished up what they're working on at their tables and on the carpet, and we begin our day. We usually begin our days with the Pledge of Allegiance, and everybody in our class has a job, whether they are the pledge leader, whether they're the line leader, the door holder, everybody does something.
And we work on life skills in pre-K right away, holding the pencil, scissor practice, working together on the carpet, which is something that we haven't done in a little while. So we're excited to be doing that again instead of such side-by-side play. They're kind of working interactively, collaboratively. We've been practicing tracing and writing their names, holding the pencil properly, all of those basic pre-K life skills that help in their social, emotional, and physical development. So today in your child's folder, you should have this open house packet. And in the open house packet, it kind of goes over lots of things that we do in our class. We thought we'd touch upon some of those things today on this video. The first thing I want to talk about is math. We do follow Engage New York math program, Common Core. We use lots of math manipulatives in our class. Of course, it's pre-K, so we like to do lots of hands-on learning. There are 5 different math modules, and each one of the modules usually has a newsletter. So we send home that newsletter when we begin that module so that you can follow along, give you some sample lessons that we do, give you some of the language and the words that we're using when we are teaching math. Sometimes the math lessons overlap a little bit. They build upon each other as well. And they give a little bit of a review before we move on. The numeral writing is part of our last module, but kids love to try to do that earlier on. So we may begin that a little bit earlier, but not really any formal math lesson in numeral writing until the last module. So our pre-K science curriculum is broken down into 3 different units: life science, earth science, and physical science. We learn things from living and non-living things all the way up to learning about matter, solids, liquids, and gases.
We also do a special area on we will build a volcano, and each child will get to erect their own volcano, which is a real blast. We do a whole session about penguins, where they learn all about 16 or 17 types of penguins. There's so many, and we do lots of stuff with that, so it's a lot of fun.
They get lots of fun facts about penguins, and they'll probably teach you a few fun facts about penguins. ELA in pre-K, we like to read a story and talk about connections to the story, text to self connections, think about something that happened to you that also happened to the character in the story. We like to talk about the settings. We learn about maybe if there's a problem or something happening in the story, how can we solve it before we even finish the book. Of course, we do the alphabet. We tend to do 1 letter per week. In order. Every 5 letters, we'll stop and we do a review week. We will make a word wall based on the letters that we've covered so far. So we'll add that to the background here in our classroom. So your kids will not only be identifying letters and letter sounds, they will start to begin identifying different words that they see around our classroom or maybe around your house. We, of course, throw a little tech connection into our ELA activities.
Like we'll watch videos by Jack Hartman. They're on YouTube, and he is like the letter man. And we sing and dance along with him, and we get a little out of him. So if you do not watch the movie, you'll see how he does this. And we enjoy him, and we learn a lot from him.
And the kids love to sing those songs. And believe it or not, they're learning the alphabet sound and the letters and just a fun connection with that. We also have the Scholastic My Big World weekly readers that we'll put up on our TV screen in the classroom, and we'll watch that as well. Probably a few weeks into our year, we'll begin a morning message where we'll write a little letter to the kids. It'll be pretty repetitive, saying this is what we have today, but eventually we'll leave out some letters and the kids will get to come up to the board and they'll get to fill in the missing letters based on what they've been learning about in our class. When we start doing word wall words, we'll leave actual words out, and they'll get to identify the word and write the word into the morning meeting. And it really, into the morning message. And it really helps them participate in our morning meeting and makes it exciting to try to solve my tricks. So homework in pre-K too. We started homework last week with letter A. It tends to be like a 5-page packet of different things given out on Monday, isn't due until Friday. For letter B, because of the holidays, we're going to stretch B out for 2 weeks because we only have a certain number of days within those 2-week time frame. The first page is really one of the most important ones where they're drawing or cutting out 5 different items that begin with that letter. On Friday, they will stand up and they'll share those items with their friends. Eventually, we'll teach them how to ask questions and answer questions, and they will also give out compliments to their friends.
So we also ask that all of the writing within the homework is done in a regular pencil, not a colored pencil or crayons. The writing will be done in pencil, and then there's lots of coloring to be done also, and they can color with whatever they choose to color with. But the writing, we want to keep them going on a pencil and just keep that going all year.
And really, homework is just a reinforcement of what we've worked on in class. So as you know, the Google Classroom is our main written method of communication. We love to see you guys every day, in the morning drop off or in the afternoon pickup. So if there's ever any questions or anything you want to know about what we're doing in class, please don't hesitate to ask us in person. But the Google Classroom is definitely a great method of finding out what we did during the daytime. I tend to post some pictures in there as well about what we've been working on in the classroom. So that's just a great way to keep up. We just ask if you would to give us a little thumbs up or a little check mark so that we know that you've seen what we've done, and really ask us any questions if you have about it. We love compliments too. We did put out in the very beginning of the year an Amazon wish list, and you guys have been amazing at purchasing so many things, so thank you for that. We can't wait to set up little sensory bins in the classroom to use some of the kinetic sands and some of the little fidget things that we've gotten. So we're looking forward to doing that in the next 2 weeks or so. So last but not least, we want to talk about the listening jar and the treasure box.
So here's our listening jar, and your child, it is full of tickets in here. We've got quite a few in here already. And every time the kids do something, use good listening, or they do something the first time that we ask them to do something, or they do a great cleanup job, we'll say, come on over, we'll give them a listening ticket, and then they'll put it in the listening jar. Every Friday, we pick 4 listening tickets out of this jar, and the kids get to pick out of our treasure box, which is over here. We actually do keep tabs on who gets picked out of the jar, so everyone will go through the whole class, and then we'll start it all over again. So everyone gets the same amount of tickets, the same amount of time to be picked out. It's
fair, is what she's saying. We really keep track of who gets it.
Yeah. So I told them a story about where the treasure box comes from. I told them I got it at Lake George on Pirate Island, and we had to dig for the treasure. And they had a great time listening to it. I hope I didn't scare anybody. I made it sound like it was all friendly pirates. So it was a good story, and they're having a good time with it.
So they're very excited when they get a listening ticket. Sometimes they ask for a listening ticket when they know they're going to do something or they've done something really well. So it's really just a great positive reinforcement of good behavior. So I just want to reiterate again, this is our open house packet. We tried to kind of go over the highlights in the packet. Take a look at it at your leisure. If you have any questions, please, you see us every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, grab us. You have our email address, my phone number. Give us a call, send us a text, talk to us one-on-one. We are looking forward to a great year with your kids, and thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. September
19. Everyone together. September 19. Meteorologist Charlotte Johnson, what's the weather today? It is a cloudy day. Put it right on Monday. Meteorologist Aria Piccolo, what's the weather today? What word is that? Windy and cloudy. Thank you. Nice job. All right, Zoe, let's put the next number up. How many days we've been in school so far? Nice. Let's do some counting with Zoe. Ready, Zoe? Touch and count each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days in school.
Hi, my name is Paige.
Take your miss, Riley.
Hi, my name is Riley.
Let's say it again. My name is Riley.
My name is Riley. My name is Sheep. My name is Ari. My name is Ari. My name is Lily. My name is Charlotte Johnson. My name is Will. My name is Amelia. My name is Violet. Hi, my name is. Hi, my name is Devin. Hi, my name is Charlotte. Hi, my name is Nate.